Guess who's back? And boy, do I have a lot to share. As you all know, I've been trying to become rich with dropshipping. I launched one brand, it failed. Launched another brand, and it started getting some sales. So if you're new here, I'm here to update you guys on what's been going on with that new store that's been getting sales. In the last video, as you saw, we got to a point where we made $1,000 in one day. And we have since blew that out of the park, okay? So it's absolutely insane. Like, I never thought that I could get dropshipping to work like this. You know, as I've said in other videos, I've launched maybe like 30 stores, and this is the one that finally is working. So I know you guys want to see it, so let's go take a look. So as you can see on the top left, we have currently 56 orders to fulfill. That is a small percentage of all the orders we've gotten. So far, every single day, we have been getting 5 to 10 orders, and some days we've been getting 15 to 16 orders. So let's just go take a look. It's only 3:17, and look at all the orders we've gotten. I don't know if that's going to focus, but those are all Shopify sales for today. We've gotten 6 orders today, $1,760, and it's 3:18. Most of the sales that come in are later in the day. That was today. Now let's go take a look at yesterday, okay? 12 orders yesterday. We did a $3,800 day. As you can see, the conversion rate has been going up. In the last videos, you saw that the conversion rate was a huge issue of mine. I was stuck at around 0.4%. Now all of a sudden it's at 1.38%. We're gonna talk about that. Yesterday, 12 orders. The day before yesterday, the 11th, we got 14 orders, $3,752. And it just keeps going and going. Like, this day was slow. Now, one thing I've been noticing is every time I raise the budget, consistently, every single time I raise the budget, the next day after raising that budget on Facebook ads is bad. I don't know why it does this. I don't know if like just Facebook just gets confused or something, but no matter what time of the week it is, what time of day it is, if I raise the budget at all on Facebook ads, the following day is terrible. So that's just one thing for you guys to keep in mind. If you're raising budgets, don't do it every single day unless you know you want to have issues. Like, I probably wouldn't do it every single day just because of the issues that come about after raising it the day after. Because just think of this, if I were to raise the budget every single day, and every time I do raise the budget it messes with the sales and the sales go down, you're always going to have issues with sales. So I'd probably just spread out how often you raise the budget, just so you know you can kind of get around this. And also, just so you guys, I just wanted to let you guys know this, just because I know when this started happening for me and I started raising budgets and the next day it'd be terrible, it stressed me out like crazy, because I'd go from getting 5-10 sales in a day, and the next day it'd be 2 or 3 sales, and I'd be looking at my phone like, where are all the Shopify sales? It stressed me out. So that's just one thing for you guys to know about Facebook ads. If you raise the budget, just be patient the next day. If it's bad, it's okay, it will come back, I promise. And as you can see, the following day on the 11th, which I just showed you, it went from 3 sales day before to 14, okay? Nothing's wrong with it. You don't need to try to change things or worry about, issues. Just let it ride out, okay? So that's the day by day, and let's just show you the week from Saturday to Friday so far. $19,846. I can't believe I just said that number. That was in a week. $19,846 in a week. So for all those that say dropshipping doesn't work, let me just say this again. $19,000 in 1 week, okay? Now let's look at the following week. We'll go from the same time frame, Saturday to Friday. So let's just go Saturday to Friday again. Let's look at that week. $15,119. The previous week, 54 orders. Dropshipping is crazy. Now you're probably wondering, Jesse, what did you do to get all these sales? What did you do to go from, a 0.2% conversion rate to all the way up to a 1.4% conversion rate? Now, if we look at the total conversion rate since we started, like, let's just go for the month of August, for example. The total conversion rate is 0.49%. We got 81 orders, 23,000 in sales, right? It's kind of low, but we're still profiting, so the conversion rate really doesn't matter to me. I mean, of course, increasing it means I get more sales, but it doesn't mean I'm unprofitable at this conversion rate. So that was the month of August, and if we take a look at the month of September, it's only 2 weeks into September so far, and we have gotten more than what we've gotten the last month in August. We are projected to maybe do 200 orders this month, which would be like $60,000 in sales. Now, I just want to give you guys some perspective here for a second. The last business I started that I thought was an absolutely amazing business, and I thought that business was gonna make me rich, I made $80,000 over the course of 6 months, okay? We're about to surpass that, and I'm only 2 months in. So, as you can see, the conversion rate in September so far is 1%. So what did I do? What did I do to fix the conversion rate problem? And to be honest, I can't tell you. And it's not because I don't want to tell you, I just don't really know what caused it. So there's a few things I did at once, and one of them is doing it. So the first thing is one of the DCT ads that I launched. If I show you here, one of the DCT ads I've launched, as you can see, has done $3,000 in spend and has gotten 81 purchases. Now, this is not accurate. It's probably a little bit more than that, who knows. It's at an 8 return on ad spend at $3,000. The cost per purchase for a $350 product is $37, which I have not seen any other advertiser so far be able to do something like this in terms of the dropshipping guru space. Like, if you go right now, go look at all the other dropshippers that you're watching, go look at their Facebook ads and what their return on ad spend is. Their return on ad spend is like 1.5. That's terrible, okay? Now, if they're profitable, great, but I'm at an 8 right now, and it's blowing me away. So I think one of the reasons the conversion rate has gone up is because of this ad specifically, and it really goes to show how much the creative you're running on Facebook ads pushes the conversion rate, okay? Because before I launched this ad, I was getting a 0.22% conversion rate. When I launched this, the sales went through the roof, and this has since been the ad that's been dominating everything. And what did I do in this ad that's different than the other ads? Well, what I noticed is this product that I'm selling, there's other products that they're aware of that they've already purchased. Like, there's products from Walmart, from Amazon that are a lot lower quality, and what I needed to do was convince them that they need to spend more money and buy my product instead, right? So what I did in this ad is I basically compared 2 other products, one that they could buy from Walmart, one that they could buy from Amazon, and then my product to them, and you can visually see the quality in my product. And I think that really removed a lot of the objections that people had about my product and why they should buy my product instead. Because in the ad itself, you can literally see how good the product looks compared to the other products, okay? So I think this ad has increased the conversion rate like crazy, because when people see this ad, they're like, wow, this product looks way better than all the other products. It looks higher quality, and it's worth that $300 price tag. So I think that's why the conversion rate went up slightly. And also, as you guys know, I've been texting and calling people. I haven't been calling people as much now because we're getting like 30 to 50 new customer leads every single day. Leads meaning they didn't buy yet, okay? So what I've actually done is I set up Go High Level, because before I was texting people manually on my phone, which took a lot of time. So what I did is I just signed up for an account on Go High Level. I bought a virtual phone number, and I set up some automations on there so that what I do is every single day I export the customers from Shopify, I import them into Go High Level, and I have automations in there that automatically send out texts to them. Like, it drips the texts out like every 5 minutes, so it's not blasting everyone at once. And then I can just go in there and answer the questions they have and make sure that the product is right for them. So that's been helping a lot, but I don't think that's a main driver in sales, just because, you know, for example, just because like from that, I'm only getting maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 extra sales from that. We're still getting a lot of sales from just people clicking the Facebook ad and just buying. So I think the first thing was the ad itself. That is the main thing that helped. The second thing that kind of aids that is the texting and the calling and answering people's questions. And the third thing was the whole landing page optimization thing that I talked about in the last video, okay? I already discussed that. Those 3 things combined have helped a ton. So now that you know what I've been doing and what I think is working and why it's working, let me discuss with you now what it's like running a $1 million e-commerce brand, okay? So right now, all I'm doing is running ads. And right now, currently, we went from spending $50 per day in the beginning to we're at about $290 per day in ad spend. So September 12th, let's take a look at September 12th, because it doesn't track everything properly. We got 12 sales, only 8 tracked on here. So our cost per purchase for yesterday and previous days is around $30, okay? Around a 9 return on ad spend. So we're still crazy profitable. I can scale this up to the moon, but I've been scaling this slowly. Why? Because coming up is Black Friday, right? We're entering Q4 now, which, as you guys know, in the e-commerce space is when things absolutely blow up. What I'm trying to do is consistently scale the budget without doing it too fast, because I want to make sure that the ads and the pixel get enough data, and I want to make sure I keep putting ads in here. I just put another DCT ad in here that I actually hired an influencer to do for the first time, and that's gotten a purchase so far, so that's good. But anyways, I'm trying to ramp up the ad spend slowly, so by the time of like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and really when Q4 hits, the budget that I'm spending per day is really high, and I can scale it really fast because of all the data that I've developed throughout this month and Q4 and stuff. I don't want to just scale the budget to the moon without having the proper fulfillment in place, without, having a bunch of ads in here, because if I scale this budget to say $500 per day, $1,000 per day, this one ad is going to start fatiguing faster. So I need to make sure that I have more ads in here to kind of pick up the slack once this ad starts to fatigue. Now this ad is still carrying the weight, but I want to start being able to find another winning ad before the major times of Q4 so that I can really scale it up and like be spending, $1,000 in a day and just, raking in that dough, okay? So that's my plan. I'm slowly scaling the budget, letting it train, letting it get better. So that's what I'm doing on the ad side. I need to make more ads. I'm starting to hire influencers now, like I said, just because I want to test other angles. Like I've been filming it all myself so far, but I want to test other faces, other voices. I started using AI voiceovers and stuff like that, because what I'm noticing is majority of the people that click through my ads and purchase are older men. Like their country, they have trucks, Dodge Rams, Fords, all that stuff. They're like manly men, I guess you could say, and they're over 40, all right? So I want to make sure that in my ads, I have a person that represents that demographic. So I hired an influencer that, kind of looks like someone that would be outdoors. He's got a big beard and everything. So it kind of fits that demographic. I'm going to be doing more of that and hiring more influencers. Another thing I need to be doing is I need to upload a YouTube video showcasing how to use the product, because people have been asking about that. I need to hire YouTube influencers or any influencers that can make reviews and testimonials of the product, because I want it so that if someone goes onto YouTube or Google and searches my business, I want to make sure that there's videos there showcasing how it works, showcasing reviews and testimonials and all that stuff to build that social proof, because people don't always just land on Facebook ads and go straight to your website and purchase. No, they're going to go search your business name, they're going to search your reviews and make sure you're someone trustworthy. Another thing that's been going on is Facebook ads is crazy because the people on there are crazy. I've been getting lots of crazy comments on my posts, and I've been needing to, go through them, delete comments, hide comments. Comments are great because it's engagement, but people will just go on my post and say it's a scam without even purchasing from me, or they'll say something stupid like, oh, I purchased one of these before and they never sent it to me, it's a total scam, but without saying that they purchased it from someone else. They think that it's me and my business. It's a whole thing. So one thing you're going to need to do is, if you're running Facebook ads, you're going to need to go through the comments and delete the ones that suck and that just don't make any sense to your business, and that could hurt your business. So that's another thing. Been going through and weeding through, filtering through all the ads. Customer service, that is terrible. I hate it. So I'm probably going to end up hiring someone for customer service soon, just because I can text people and do all that, that's fine, and answer their questions, but people are so impatient, and like someone will order and then 10 seconds later send me an email and say, where's my item? It hasn't been delivered yet. I'm like, you just ordered the product. Like, have some patience. So responding to those types of things is just, it gives me a headache, so I might just hire someone to do that. And just to give you an idea of what it looks like in the support field of supporting people, let me just show you, just so you can see like what it's actually like, because I don't think anyone actually shows this kind of stuff. Here's I'm gonna have to hide most of this and the right side, but if I scroll through, these are all support requests like that I have to go through and answer. So every single day I have support requests that I have to answer. And then if I go into my email, Like if you take a look, these are all mostly support requests that I answer every single day. People asking questions and all that stuff. So support is a huge thing. You're gonna get emails like crazy. But so you guys are probably wondering, how much have we made so far since starting? So let's go take a look. We started July 27th and it is currently September 13th. So it's been about, I guess, 2 months now. Okay, let's apply it. We have made 55,273 sales. And if you take a look, most of those sales have been from September, so it's absolutely insane. We've had 189 orders, and just so you can see how much we've spent on ads, let's go take a look to give you an idea of how much we spent to actually make that. If we go to the 27th to the 13th and take a look, now as you can see, they're not all tracking. It only says 164 on here, but we spent $6,914, drum roll, to make 55,000. What? Please tell me any other industry or business where you can put $6,000 in and get $55,000 back. That's unheard of for me, and it's crazy. So crazy high return on ad spend. Like the ad spend so far is like barely anything compared to how much we're making right now. I mean, it's like I said, it's not tracking all of them. So with 180 purchases, we're at about an 8 return on ad spend from $6,900 in spend. And I just want you guys to roll back to the first video that I launched about this store, about how I was worried about it not working and how, you know, I was struggling to get a sale and I was losing money every single day. I was down $400. And 2 weeks later, after, you know, going through the trenches there, things picked up like crazy. And the crazy part is, and the sad part is all the other gurus teach people to stop after 3 days. You know, you test a product for 3 days and then you just stop if it doesn't work. My product didn't work for 2 weeks and now I'm making about $1,500 a day in profit. So that just goes to show, like, these things take time, okay? Be patient. You need to have a balance of, you know, knowing when you should keep trying things and testing things or when you should quit, okay? Like, too many people just quit in dropshipping way too soon. And also I feel like too many people just try the same old generic stupid dropshipping products, okay? This stuff still works, but you need to really treat it like a business. I know you guys have been waiting for the profit numbers so far, so let's just jump into that before we end the video. All right, so I have not logged the sales for today so far and yesterday. So there's about 25 sales that are not in here yet. So keep that in mind. So far, since starting on the 27th, we have made $22,000 in profit. $22,000 in profit. The first week, we lost $243. The second week, we lost $344. The third week, we made $7 finally. We're finally profitable. The fourth week, so this was the end of the first month, we made $5,000 in profit. The end of the first month of trying this store, okay? The second week, the first week in the next month, we made $8,000 in profit. And so far this week, we have, which ended yesterday, I need to log the sales in for yesterday to end off the last week of sales. We're at $9,000 profit. So things are just getting better and better. Like, we're going 40 sales that week, 57 sales the next week, 62 sales. So like, we're on a steady uptrend, which is good. Hoping it keeps going up and up and up. But $22,000 profit so far out of that $50,000 or so in revenue. Now again, most of the costs that I have is in the product costs, so that's why, you know, if you take a look here, we spent, you know, $6,000 so far in this cost of goods week, $6,000 the week before, $5,000. So we're having a lot, you know, cost of goods is about 6 to 5 times the amount of ad spend. So that's where a lot of the costs are going, but still $22,000 in profit. And I want you to realize, and $22,000 in profit is crazy, and all of the costs that I'm spending, whether it's ad spend or cost of goods, is not coming out of my pocket. It's coming out of the revenue generated. So it's just a cycle. It's just printing, basically. And it still blows my mind. I know I say that over and over again, but yep, that's the update on it so far. I'm going to continue running this, trying more things and scaling things up, and I can't wait to show you guys where things go.